All right, so let's go back. Let's just read that Wisdom of Solomon 1 real quick so everybody online can get up to speed.
Yes, sir. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 6. For wisdom is a loving spirit and will not acquit a blasphemer of his word.
Meaning, acquit will let you off the hook. Wisdom will not acquit a blasphemer. Read on.
For God is a witness of his reigns.
For God witness of his reign. So I'm being redundant for you all. This is for people online. The reins is your mind. Your mind controls how you behave. Your mind controls what you say. Read on.
And a true beholder of his heart.
And a what?
And a true beholder of his heart.
And it's a true beholder of what you think. Read on.
And a hearer of his tongue.
And it hears his tongue. So your tongue is attached to your mind. And out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaketh, right? So I was saying is that don't fall for the subtleties, because if you have an issue and you're going from here to here, here to here, but you're not dealing with that. Again, I said before, sometimes you may have a question. You may like, how do I approach this? So I get that. I understand that. I don't see that. But you talk to 5 different people. No, come on, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. Opposed to talking to the person. Verse 11.
Verse 11. Therefore, beware of murmuring.
That's why, because behold, the behold of your heart and the hair of your tongue. So therefore, beware of murmuring.
Which is unprofitable.
Which is unprofitable to you. Read on.
And refrain your tongue from backbiting.
And refrain your tongue from what?
From backbiting.
From gossiping, from backbiting. Read on.
For there is no word so secret that shall go for naught.
It says there's no word that is so secret that will go for naught. Meaning, every word that proceeded out of your mouth, God is going to judge us for it. Read on.
And the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul.
And the mouth that belieth will slay souls. So I was saying before, that murmuring, look up the word murmur again. One more time. You kept it? Okay, right there. It says complaint, right? Remember I said some complaints are substantiated. But how do you know it's the difference between a complaint and a murmur? Because you may have a complaint. A murmur it's very subtle. A complaint is like, listen, I have a complaint. This is what you're doing to me, and this is what the problem is. Opposed to murmur, I'm going to go to you in the back, and you over there, and you over there, and you over there, and we're going to talk. Hey, let me tell you about so-and-so, and so-and-so, yeah, so-and-so. Let me do that. No, bro. Big difference. It's something that is unfounded. It's not substantiated. Watch this. Go to the book of Matthew 5. Verse 22.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause.
It says whoever is angry with his brother. Without what?
Without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
So let me ask you a question. Somebody help me out to understand that. Being angry with your brother. What's without a cause? What's the cause? Why you would be angry with your brother? Okay, right there. Shalom.
I'm Officer Azar. Angry with your brother without a cause is sin.
Without, very good.
Yes, sir.
Angry with your brother is not, I'm angry with him because I don't like his teaching style. I don't like his leadership style. Man, you don't like your manager and your job. So what? Nobody cares. Let's prove it. Angry without a cause is talking about sin. Baruch 3. We like to put other adjectives in there like how we feel. Baruch 3, verse 4.
Baruch chapter 3 and verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayer of the dead Israelites and of their children, which have sinned before thee.
Okay, what did the children do? Read on.
And not hearken unto the voice of thee, their God, for which cause these plagues cleave unto us.
What was the cause that brought those plagues on them? So what is if you anger your brother without a cause, without what? That you have to identify the sin in which he's committing. And then tell him that he can fix it.
Right.
I'm angry because I don't like his leadership style. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Dude, please. You're a complainer. That's what you are. You're a complainer. Acts 25. 25 verse 3.
Book of Acts, chapter 25 and verse 3. And desired favor against him.
Start with verse 1.
Verse 1. Now when Festus was come into the province, after 3 days he ascended from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Then the priest, then the high priest, and the chief of the Jews informed him against Paul, and besought him, and desired favor against him, that he would send for him to Jerusalem, laying wait in the way to kill him.
They was waiting late to kill him. Read on.
But Festus answered that Paul should be kept at Caesarea, and that he himself would depart shortly thither. Let them therefore, said he, which among you are able to go down with me, and accuse this man, if there be any wickedness in him.
Wait a second. It says, you men go down with me to accuse this man if there's any what?
Wickedness.
If there's any wickedness in him. Read on.
And when he had tarried among them more than 10 days, he went down unto Caesarea. And the next day, sitting on the judgment seat, commanded Paul to be brought.
Read on.
And when he was come, the Jews which came down from Jerusalem stood round about and laid many grievous complaints against Paul.
They made what?
Many grievous complaints against Paul.
They had many complaints against Paul. Read on.
Which they could not prove.
Which they could not prove their cause. They cannot prove sin. I just don't like him. Do you understand what the Bible's saying? So it says, if you angry with your brother without a cause, you have to prove scripturally, as it is written, thou mightest be justified in why you're saying what you're saying. And let's say there is a cause. Well, then you go to him so he can rectify it. You can tell him. These are complainers. Read that verse again.
Verse 7. And when he was come, the Jews which came down from Jerusalem stood round about, and laid many grievous complaints against Paul, which they could not prove.
They could not prove it. Read on.
While he answered for himself, neither against the law of the Jews.
While he answered for himself, neither against the laws of the Jews.
Neither against the temple.
Neither against the temple.
Nor yet against Caesar have I offended anything at all.
Okay, he has not offended in any way concerning the laws of God, nor the temple, nor the law of the land. So why you got a problem? These are they that despise government, self-willed, think they are smarter than they really are. Busybodies. Now, if you identify that spirit around, you got to stop it. It cannot grow. It will not grow with the greater good of this body. Many people sit around. Watch this real quick. I want to go from there real quick. Give me Romans 16. Give me a second. Romans 16. Let me start first. Somebody want to read. Just give me a second. 16, 17.
Romans chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
What is the doctrine that we're supposed to be doing? What is our mission? Good. Just answer. To gather the 12 tribes. So read that verse again.
Verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
And what?
And avoid them.
Read on.
For they that are such serve not our Lord Jesus Christ,
Because their job is not to serve the Lord Jesus Christ, read on,
but their own belly,
their own lust, read on,
and by good words
and by good words
and fair speeches
and fair speeches,
deceive the hearts of the simple.
deceive the hearts of some of you people simple here. And then you ain't going to get deceived? Okay, I guess all of you can get deceived. Ask me that question.
Are you going to get deceived?
Hell no. 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 I always pay attention to subtleties in speech. At the end of the conversation, what was the whole meaning of it? Was it to garner repentance? Was it to gather together? Was it to solve a matter? Was it fixing something? I'm a very big opponent of listening to people. But I would warn you when you come to me, don't peck too high, because my ears is very tuned. Best you peck low and maybe get away. But you peck up here, I pay attention. At the end of it, are you endeavoring to keep the unity? Are you the, give me that look in Matthew's 5, blessed be the peacemakers.
5, 6. Verse 9. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 9. Mm-hmm. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.
The peacemaker is the children of God. Now here's the thing. Some people you can't make peace with because you just ain't right. But you got to extend the hand of peace. You have to extend it. Blessed be the peacemakers, for they shall what?
For they shall be called the children of God.
So when I listen and I hear complaints, I'm like, okay. I'm telling you the thing, all you should listen to. At the end of it, is there resolution? Are you trying to resolve it? Hey, why don't you go talk to them? All right, well, I don't have that. Okay. Scripture says, blessed be the peacemakers. Somebody got to be the peacemaker. I hope somebody is the peacemaker. So when I tell you, I listen, and if I don't hear it, I'm like, Ephesians 6. Oh, what did I say? Ephesians 6? I mean, Ephesians 4.
Ephesians, or verse 3?
I'll start with verse 1.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 1. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
That you walk worthy of the vocation that you're called. That you walk worthy of the vocation in which you were called. Okay. Read on.
With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace.
Forbearing one another. Sometimes you got to deal with that. You got to deal with some people. Sometimes you got to forbear with them. If you got to forbear with somebody that sometimes just got some ways about them, you got to forbear. You have to be wrought. What do you have to be? Okay, you got to be patient, and to be patient, you have to be what? Long-suffering, and you have to be strong where? I said it. You have to be strong mentally to see the greater good in a person. I'm telling you, I see in all of you, at least I tried to have this mind that all of you are called of God. God, for whatever reason, called you, or there's something about you that's necessary to the building of this body. And what I mean by that is that until you show me something different, that's what I believe. And then I'll identify if I see something wrong, and then I want to see what you want to do. I'm going to endeavor to keep the unity as best as I can. Those that know me, I always reach out, I try, I give it a shot. Even if you deal with me a certain way, I don't never hold it because I know I don't want to be judged by God. But God damn, after a while, you keep on showing the same goddamn hand. Come on, I'm not retarded now. You know, come on, please. Do I look like Britney Spears? Do I look like a blonde to you? Endeavor to keep the unity. That means jump up to chapter 3, verse 16.
Ephesians chapter 3, verse 16. That he would grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with might by his Spirit in the inner man.
That's what you have to strengthen, that inner man in you. Strengthen that inner man. Sometimes you got to tolerate certain things, but the greater good is this person a sinner which was unrepentant? If it's no, then shut up. God damn it, man. Stop acting like a baby. I don't like it.
Get some balls, brother. What the hell is wrong with you?
Damn. Read.
That Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith.
If you want Christ to dwell in your heart, read on.
That ye being rooted in...
I'm sorry. Read again.
Verse 17. That Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith. That ye, being rooted and grounded in love, may be able to comprehend with all saints what is the breadth and length and depth and height.
Do you understand the magnitude of what you're called in for? That you have to strengthen yourself to understand the bigger picture of this machine. And for whatever reason, we're all aligned to the greater good. But if you're not strong here mentally, if you can't take correction, if you have hatred for your brother, if you undermine leadership with subtlety, if you have no answer on how to endeavor to keep the unity or how to make peace, this ain't for you, bro. Where you at?
That was verse...
So jump back on down to chapter 4, verse 26.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Hey, chime in on real quick. Break that down.
So, in these last days, Israel, I'm going to tell you something. As we continue to keep these commandments and we striving to keep the bond and unity, don't let wisdom fall as you continue to build yourselves up.
Right.
That's the main thing. Like a lot of times Israel comes in and you zealous. You come in, mind now, you coming in by yourself. You coming in this truth, you zealous. Okay, we the men of the Most High. We the children of the Lord. And at the end of the day, do not forget why we here. Do not forget. Give me Psalms 119 real quick. Let's go to Psalms 119 and 74. Do not forget why you here. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to give you a key indicator on how to deal with spirits like this. All right, I'm going to give you one. All right, it's many. But I'm going to give you one key indicator how to deal with spirits like that. You do not give them space in your spirit to hinder and burden you with these calamities in this sin. Obviously, it's a certain amount of frustration you have to say, why did they come to me? Why they pick me out of all people to come and murmur to? All right, read that real quick.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 74. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me.
You see that? So those that fear the Most High gonna be glad when they see me. That likewise you, right? Because what?
Because I have hoped in thy word.
You see that? Because we can correct each other in the word. All right? So meaning everybody that keep the commandments is going to be rejoiced to see you. And if they not rejoiced to see you, that means you got some things to work on. And those spirits, you need to make sure that they get from around you until they get themselves together. And when they are around you, they're getting straight corrected. Because if they getting corrected, they getting that real love according to the Bible. Either they're going to come close to you and confess their faults and they're going to do better and you're going to hold them accountable. Or they're going to say, I'm getting away from you because you're not letting me stay in my sin. All right? Go ahead.
Okay, I got to knock down a couple of scriptures real quick. I know we got cut off line. What was the last thing I talked about? Endeavor to keep the unity. Watch this. Sirach 11, verse 9.
Sirach chapter 11, verse 9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not.
Says what?
Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. And sit not in judgment with sinners.
Read on.
My son, meddle not with many matters. For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. Neither shalt thou escape by fleeing.
Strive not in many matters that concerneth thee not. It's a safe place to be. Stop being too nosy about. Stop that. You know what happened? Because it says in the bottom part of 10, my son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. Why? Because you're concerned with things that have nothing to do with you. You put yourself in a line of fire. There's certain things I don't, listen to me, those that know me, even, I wish people could, let me just say what I got to say. I don't even invite myself into people's lives about their business unless it's sin. You have to invite me and ask me. I don't be probing people. Tell me in here which one of you brothers I went to your wife and questioned her about her understanding of scriptures or her children. Tell me who, what does that got to do with the price of tea in China? I know some of you don't know, but that's what old people saying. It got nothing to do with me.
Right.
What does it have to do with why? You take on the greater condemnation. Let people play their office and do their job. It says, meddle not my son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. Sirach 3:23.
Sirach chapter 3, verse 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are shewed unto thee than men understand.
Do you understand the wisdom that God has given us that we know more than most people know? But it's certain that's above all learning. There's certain that's above your offices. Again, there's certain that's above my office. And I sit way up there and it's above my office and I don't concern, I can care less. I got enough on my plate. The Bible says what? Read it again.
Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are shewed unto thee than men understand.
Read on.
For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
Many are deceived because of their own vain opinion. Read on.
And an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
And evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. Why? They're minding things that's not their concern. So back to what I was saying earlier. A brother came to me about something, asked me for my opinion. I gave him what I told him, and that was it. Trust me, bro. The brother I'm talking to, trust me, I got a song about it. You dodged the bullet, bro. You dodged one. And if you came behind me and tried to circumvent and say, well, like you had a bright word. You don't know, bro. You was about to make this. Ooh, boy. You about to turn his life up. You about to rock his life. Sirach 21.
Sirach chapter 21, verse 22. A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house, but a man of experience is ashamed of him.
Mm-hmm.
A fool will peep in at the door into the house.
You know what? Why I'm pulling this for? Because you got people that sit here in this body and just be trying to listen to other people's conversations, just sitting like this, just trying to peep on. That shows your level of understanding. Just sitting here listening. I see them sitting here and concentrating on other people's, in their mouth. I wonder, damn, you freaking read lips? Who does that? I don't know. Look, I don't give two craps what you talking about. I don't mind. Me don't. You sit trying to read. They're across the room trying to read. Read that verse again.
Sirach 21 and 22. A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house, but a man of experience is ashamed of him. A fool will peep in at the door into the house, but he that is well nurtured will stand without.
That's how you know you're well nurtured. You stand out. It ain't my house, it ain't my business. Read on.
It is the rudeness of a man.
It is the what?
The rudeness of a man to hearken at the door.
It is a rudeness to be trying to peep into people's business, to trying to listen. It's a rudeness. You're not nurtured. You're still a child spiritually. Read on.
But a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace.
But I would be grieved with disgrace because I'm a wise man. At least I would think I am. I don't want to know. To somebody tell me, damn you nosy. God damn, nobody was talking to you. Why you walk up in the middle of conversation, people talking, and you just insert yourself? You don't know your place? Y'all got to start embarrassing people. You got to start saying, God damn, sister, you didn't hear, go. Nobody called you over here. Read on.
Verse 25. The lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them.
Read.
But the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance.
He's what? It's what?
Weighed in the balance.
It is weighed. But the word of such as have understanding weigh in the balance. The lips of talkers will be telling such thing as pertaineth not unto them. But a wise man will weigh his words in the balance. A wise man, a well-nurtured man, won't be peeping at people's door trying to hear people's conversations.
Right.
Here's the thing, and I keep on saying it. Why? It's like you're angling yourself. You're plotting. You want to know people's. I don't want to know none of your affairs. Really, I don't. Now, if you come to me and ask me a question, I'll give you my opinion. Other than that, I got my own business to worry about. I don't see, unless I'm trying to gain advantage, I want to know something about you. Not nurtured. 2 Samuel. Oh, no. Give me a second. Lost my praise. 2 Samuel 15. And what?
2 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 1. And it came to pass after this that Absalom prepared him chariots and horses and 50 men to run before him. And Absalom rose up early and stood beside the way of the gate. And it was so that when any man that had a controversy came to the king for judgment, then Absalom called unto him and said, Of what city art thou? And he said, Thy servant is one of the tribes of Israel. Mm-hmm. And Absalom said unto him, See, thy matters are good and right, but there is no man disputed of the king to hear thee.
So wait a second. Now, why am I reading this for? Who can understand what I'm trying to convey in the message or the scriptures convey? Anybody? Nobody. Goliath.
Shalom leadership, Most High in Christ bless. Soldier Gedaliah. Basically, he was subverting his father's rule because it says there is no man deputed, but the people was coming to see King David. He was there. So
Right. How did he go about doing that?
by intercepting them from coming to the king.
Okay. Now, how am I using that in reference to what I'm talking about?
Because we've been talking about brothers that are going against government, stepping in front of things, and not letting what's established run its course.
Very good. Here's the point. Thank you. Here's the point. There's a body right here. We'll set up council corners. You can go counsel with them. But outside of that, all you men should be coming here. Not in no corner, no brother standing here. Nah, I don't understand. Listen, if you want to learn to play basketball, or you going to come amongst Michael Jordan, Kobe, or you going to go over there to LeBron? Come on. It don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Well, I'm saying LeBron. He's whack. That was for you, Ari. Ari know why I said that for. But anyway, at the point. You got me distracted. But the point is, you got a plethora of wisdom right here. Listen. Hey, Bunko, now, how long you been in the truth? How long you been in the truth, Cap? How many years? How long? How many years? How many years? Okay. There's a gang, there's over 100 years here, and me, God knows, I'm somebody's grandfather. Here, you over here to an officer been here 5 years, 8 years. Man, come on, man. But the point I'm saying, the subverting, is you young men unknowingly will be rerouted there. If the man had wisdom, he would send them up here and tell young men, go up there, man. This is where you go. We all should be sitting at the feet here. And I'm not saying that with no spirit of, what's I'm looking for? Vain glory. Those know me, that's not how I move. That's not how I am. But damn it, come on, man. What was Absalom doing? He was cutting them off. He said, nah, don't worry. You come to me. I got the will. Come on, you need counsel? You want to talk right here? No. I'm around Bishop Nathaniel and Bishop Yahweh, so if somebody come, I concede to them. I'm like, well, first, Bishop tell me, hey, can I do this? I'm like, okay. They'll tell me, I said, let me concede to Bishop Yahweh first and see where his head is at, what he want to do. There's an order to things. If we keep that machine moving like that, we ain't going to have no problems. Right. But his plan was, I'm going to slowly undermine. I'm going to be the guy. How did it work out for Absalom? No bueno. It didn't work out the way he thought it would work out. He thought he had a bright idea. It wasn't bright. As you read the history, you realize it wasn't that bright. Message. David died as a friend of God. Absalom, he didn't die so well. It didn't work out the way. But in his mind, he thought he had, I got the plan. No, you don't, bro. We don't.
Verse 4, Absalom said, moreover, oh, that I were made judge in the land, that every man which hath any suit or cause might come unto me, and I would do him justice.
Come talk to me, tell me your business. But now I was going to go to David. No, you can come to me. I'll give you what's going on? Let me know. Do tell. Read.
And it was so that when any man came nigh to him to do him obeisance, he put forth his hand and took him and kissed him.
So when they came to, because these people, they don't know no better. This is Absalom. He's a man of the king. Some of you don't know better. He's an officer, so and so. He said, no. Come, my son. He's lining you up. You're getting lined up. Read on.
And on this manner did Absalom to all Israel that came to the king for judgment. So Absalom stole the hearts of the men of Israel.
You understand? This was over 40 years. This is what he did. We read the whole thing. What? Slow and low murmur. He despised the government. It's nice and easy. He stole the hearts of the people, but in the end, he died. And he didn't die a friend of God. His reasonings were all the wrong reasons. He was conspiring for place. He wanted to be the man. He could not wait on his ministry that God was going to give him if he was going to get it at all. It don't matter how you, whatever they could make you. I mean, what you want to be there? You want to be a captain of 19,000? Feel free, that whatever. If God don't want you, that's not how it's going to work. So I'm telling you, men that sit amongst us, women that sit amongst us, don't be fake and feign. And those that are naive, there's people unawares amongst us. Do not think for a second there's not spies sitting in here. This is a revolutionary group.
Right.
There are people that be laying wait that'll be here for decades. Laying wait, just wait for the right opportunity. Don't be naive, bros. You understand that? Ladies, you understand that? All right, so my ears are always up. I pay attention. I'm not there. There you go, fake friends. I pay attention. I watch. One thing you cannot do is you can't bring them cardinal ways and supersede and think you're going to overthrow Christ's kingdom, because we are spiritual men in here. And if you know and you don't say anything, you was an idiot.
Yeah.
That's might undermine what you're trying to help build Christ's kingdom back, all right? I know, long-winded. I got to end now. I'm sorry for those online that catch part of it. Listen, stay tuned. Bishop Nathaniel's up next. IUIC on the rise.